G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. This week we're in Notch Point. What do you reckon, Al?
It's superb.
Oh, this place is bloody beautiful. We read so many reviews before we come here and everybody said, you know, like it's the best free camp in Queensland. I'm going to put it out there right at the start there. I reckon it's the best free camp on the east coast of Australia.
Oh, that's a big call.
Oh, it's a huge call, but reserve your judgment before you hit me out or massacre me in the comments section. Check this place out. Yeah, oh, it's a beautiful place.
It's amazing.
A couple of things you need to know before you come out here. You can only stay for 7 days in 21, yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 7 days over a 21-day period.
Yeah, so you come and do that. Make sure you bring enough food, water, firewood, and most importantly, make sure you bring enough beer.
The important things in life.
Oh, definitely important things in life. It can get a bit windy here, so make sure you check the weather before you come. We use the Windy app.
Yeah, that's been really helpful.
It's been really helpful. In fact, it's dead on accurate. It said winds of less than, I think, 5k an hour or 5 knots, whatever it means. But either way, there's no wind blowing here. The sky is blue. It is perfect weather.
It's perfect weather.
Yeah,
amazing.
and according to the weather forecast, it's going to stay at least for the next 5 days, which is probably how long we'll stay here for. But as soon as it turns, we're out.
Yeah, who would guess we'd be the first month into winter with this sort of weather?
Oh, I got sunburn yesterday. I'm getting sunburn again right now.
Slip, slop, slap.
Exactly. We heard a lot of talk about the entry track. What's your opinion?
I thought it was pretty good actually. A few tight spots, like people talk about. Just go slow.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's when you first get on, it gives you a little bit of a false sense of security because it's quite an easy road when you first come on, maybe for the first kilometre or so.
Yes.
But as you get deeper into it, you can see why you need a 4B. There's some areas, we were pretty lucky on our visit. There were some areas that I would say are normally full of water, and that could have been caused by the king tides. But from what I understand, that's salt water in those puddles, so certainly something we're going to drive our gear through. Or at any speed, so we're not splashing up. We don't want to let rubbish up inside the caravan and the car. So, yeah, I think the biggest tip is just take your time and be cautious, isn't it? Yeah. Other than that, it's not a challenging track, but the reward at the end down at Notch Point, you get a weather week like we just got, you're in for an absolute treat. It is a great place to come and stay.
It's brilliant.
Alright, we come for a walk up along the beach and you see these tracks are everywhere and the sand everywhere and these little discs at the end. So I dug one up. I'll dig one up here. Check this out. I don't know what these are. It's like a little disc. Obviously it's some sort of marine creature that moves around here, but I have no idea what it is. But they're everywhere all over the beach. So if you know what they are, hit us up in the comments section. I thought they might be a pippy or something, but they're not. They're too flat for a pippy. Anyway, sure someone will know. Well, good morning. Life goes on the road. We've always got our admin to do. You have to excuse my Panthers hat this morning, but I'm celebrating a magnificent victory from last night.
Nobody needs that.
Everybody needs to know that. All right, what are you up to, Al?
I'm doing a bit of hand washing.
Oh, okay.
I'm using the scrubber wash bag that we saw online, and we're trying it out for the first time with some socks and jocks. I thought it would be good to use when we actually go camping to get our clothes clean. So we were just being economical this time, so the cold water that comes out of the shower, we just collected that in the bag. You put some washing liquid in, you put your clothes in, and you do the old scrubber that maybe your mum and dad or your grandparents used to do. So you should get the clothes clean.
Yeah, it's better than taking it outside and beating on the rock.
It is, and we're not using our, we do have a washing machine and we do use it, but yeah, we thought this might be a good option for just the little items, and also when we go away camping, because we are planning to go away from the van and do some camping at some points.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a great bag. I think we saw it on YouTube somewhere, but we picked it up at Snowy's. What did we pay for it? It was about like...
It was either $50 odd or $60 odd, so it was a bit more expensive than we thought, but
yeah,
hey, it could be handy.
It is, and it saves you a bit of water, because everybody knows that we don't have that instant flow hot water in our van. We just have a normal gas heater. Yes. So in our pipes we always have that cold water, just like you do at home. So what we do is we just capture the water, that cold water, before we have a shower on, you know, maybe 3 or 4 different occasions, until we hit the line that we want. And we just fill it up with our jocks and socks and washing liquid like Alison said, and away you go.
Testing it out for the first time, so it's not the, as people say, it's not the perfect wash, but it'll get you through what you need and get you to the next spot when you got some water and can do a proper wash.
Exactly. Well, plenty of people have got their boats up here at Notch Point, and why not? Fishing out here apparently is great when you get out off the coast. There is a boat ramp here that you can launch your boat from. Just come to the western side of the campground and yeah, follow the track down. You can see it just leads out onto the beach. Well, good morning. It's breakfast time here at Notch Point. We've got a beautiful outlook this morning. I'll show you that a little bit later on, but it's absolute glass off out the front this morning. But what I thought I'd do is yeah, show you what the sorts of things that we have for brekkie on the road, just with some very simple ingredients. This morning's going to make some scrambled eggs, and it's a really simple recipe for it. We just use what we've got left over in the fridge. So bring the camera over now. We've got a little bit of ham this morning, some tomato from yesterday's wraps, and some mushrooms, and 4 eggs, because we have 2 eggs each. Really simple to make. All I do when I make them is, first of all, I use some olive oil. I just spray it into the bottom of the pan. That's more than enough. If you wanted to, you can put some butter into here and you can cook the butter off. We don't really like butter, so we leave it that, but some people do like that nutty taste when they make it. But yeah, if you want to do that, just add a little knob of butter and fry that off. So I just preheat the pan, get that fired up, and while that's preheating, I just start making the rest of the ingredients. So with the tomato, I find it can make it a little bit watery sometimes, so if I use a firmer tomato, that seems to work a little bit better, but I simply just dice it up like that. Doesn't matter how big it is, because that'll all go down all right. And the same with the mushrooms. Fry them off. And we have a little bit of ham left in the fridge from some pizzas we had the other night, I think, wasn't it? Some pizzas out on the barbecue.
I think so.
And we always have a bit of ham in there anyway, because we buy it for the to put on wraps and things. So I just dice that up. That simple. Now, one thing, just while I'm here, we don't have the greatest amount of bench space in our kitchen once we put the lid up for the stove. So I went down to Woolies and bought this chopping board, which fits over the top of the sink perfectly. It gives you like 1.5 centimetres either side. It doesn't move around, and you can cut up. It's a good firm base, and any waste I've got, I just push it off back into the sink. So that makes life really easy. So I'm going to get to the eggs in a second, but before I start the eggs, all the ingredients I've done, because my pan's preheated, I'll just chuck all that in, and that can start to fry off. That's easy. Now the eggs. So as I said a second ago, for the eggs, we use 2 eggs per person, so just crack your eggs into a bowl. Don't throw all your shells out yet, because that'll become important in a second. Last one. Alright, when I get to the last one, I just keep 1/2 or the bigger half of the eggshell. For every 2 eggs I put in 1/2 an eggshell of water. So 1, 2, done. No milk, no anything else. If you like it, stick it in. If you like cheese, stick it in. We don't put them in. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper to season. Grab your whisk and give it to it good. What the water does is it obviously evaporates off as it's cooking, and it's not my recipe. I got this off Neil Perry on bloody on YouTube. I tell you what, it makes some really good scrambled eggs. Alright, happy with that, stick that to one side, back over to the pan. Just continue just to saute off your veg. Now you can use whatever you like for this. You can use, some people have they like some vegetables or whatever it is, but as I said, we use the leftovers so it's in the fridge, but we've had it before with like spring onions, and I don't like onions in scrambled eggs though. I think that's, I don't know, makes me fart. Anyway, just starting to brown those off now, they're good, so I'm just going to drop the temperature down just a little bit. Pour the eggs in. Going to let that start to cook a little bit, and then just using the end of your spatula or whatever tool you got, just start to pull it into the centre. And as you pull it into the centre, it allows what was underneath it to start to cook. Alright, as you can see there, those eggs are now starting to get solid, and all I do is just keep pushing the ingredients into the centre until the eggs are cooked through. And once the eggs are cooked through, then I just move it round until it looks like a nice scrambled egg. We stick it on a couple of bits of toast and serve her up. And it's, yeah, really enjoy it. And it's such a quick and simple meal that you can make in your van of a morning. It takes you less than about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Go out, sit out the front, watch the world go by. Beautiful. Alright. I'll make some toast, I'll get this served up, and we'll meet you outside. There you go, what do you reckon about that, Al?
Looks pretty good.
Pretty good. Alright. If you want to cut some chives up over it right now, you can do that. Whatever you like. It's your brekkie. Alright. Check those bad boys out. How good do they look? Alrighty. Let's get some toast going, let's get outside and a cup of coffee and have some brekkie, Ale.
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright, you ready for brekkie?
Ready for brekkie.
Let's go. Alison's still in her pyjamas, so she's not filming herself this morning.
No one needs to see that.
There you go, babe.
So here's the finished product.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, don't forget to show them the view either.
Oh yes.
It's not breakfast unless you show them the view. Alrighty.
Our breakfast view.
Okay, I've been on whale watch now for 5-6 days. Haven't seen a thing, but what I did see this afternoon was a few cows. These boys come around and visit your campsite a couple of days a week. Keep the grass short. Oh, very nice. Hello, mate. Righto, well, what's the golden rule on the road?
The golden rule?
Yeah.
Keep your wife happy.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's the rule in life, isn't it?
I'm sure it is. All right. One of the ways that we do that is we like to sit down and just have a drink and a chat, just to I don't know what they call it.
End the day?
End the day, yeah. Debrief, whatever the case may be.
Depending what we've been up to.
Well, Ali works a lot on the road too, so she's normally at the computer, so she likes to let her hair hang down at the end of the day, whereas I pretty much just let my hair hang down all day. Well, what's left of it. So anyway, one of the things we do is we sit, as I said, we sit down, we have a drink. Now, I reckon that drinking out of a plastic cup and that, it's just not on, all right? So if you want to bring some glasses away with you, we take our caravan off-road all over the place. We always keep the box that they came in, all right? I think we got these ones for nothing. They're just like reward points at Woolworths or something.
I think they were the Woolies ones, yeah.
They were, but the box that the manufacturer brings them in is a really good way to store them, and we never break them. They're quite fragile. So, this afternoon, what are you doing? We're doing a vodka, lime and soda.
Cool.
So a couple of things that we need, obviously vodka, some ice, some soda water and some lime. It's a really simple drink, so you don't have to carry a lot around with you to do it. This is the way I make it, and this is the way that Alison enjoys it. So
I enjoy it because someone's made me drink.
I always just slice up a couple of small slices of lime. They're going to go into the drink, and I use a quarter of lime to put into the drink itself. Fizz up some water. We find the soda stream's really handy on the road. We do drink a lot of like the fizzed water, but we do it with cordial, don't we?
Cordial, yeah. And we also had the soda stream.
Oh, the flavours.
Flavours as well, yes.
So they get a lot of, I find they get a lot of residue on them, and you end up getting a lot of ants in your van.
Yes.
Where the cordial, you can, this bottle's just about done once we replace this one.
Okay.
But that'll be enough. All right, so yeah, the cordial, it seals up really well. You don't get that residue around the bottle, and you don't seem to get as many ants. So since I've got rid of that, and just using like, we go for the no sugar type cordials, which you can get really cheap. I think we buy them at like Aldi's when we can get them for $2.
Yeah.
And Woolies will generally do a Cotties let's say as an example, a no sugar lemon. You get one of those on special for about $3, so it's not like it's expensive. You get plenty of mileage out of it, particularly when you use the soda stream. Okay, back to the drink. All right, so first things first, let's throw in a bit of ice. Normally 3 cubes for this glass. I'll throw in the little lime wedges. It says to add a nip of vodka, which is 30 mils. We just have a little nip glass that we keep inside the van. So I'll throw one of those in, but I always give Al the other half at the back. And she never complains about it. Alright, bit of lime. Just the juice of 1/4. And then just top up the soda water. Once you've perfected your pour, it stirs at the same time. So there you go, Bo.
Thank you.
My drink's a little easier to prepare, just pull the top. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Tell us what you reckon.
Very nice.
All right, let's go get this fire lit and watch the sun go down.
Cool.
Good job, Alley Cat. That's it, Al. That's our time at Notch Point. What do you think?
Brilliant.
Oh. I don't know who used to say this, but do yourself a favour and get up here because it is well worth it, isn't it?
Definitely get yourself here.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we stayed the full 7 days. We had a fantastic time. You might be wondering why you never saw me drop a fishing rod in. No, I didn't drop a fishing rod, I didn't drop a line in.
Why didn't we?
I didn't have any bait. Then I hit relax mode and just hung around, go for a walk every day. Yeah, really, really nice, great reaction. But yeah, come down, plenty of fishing going on, plenty of people out in their boats. Having a mighty time, were they?
Oh, it was great.
We got to meet some really nice people while we were down there, have a beer, catch up, talk a few war stories about the different places that you've been to and the experiences that you've had.
Yes, some good fellow travellers.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So, yep, great note there in the episode on. So I think that we'll can it here. Oh, just before we go, a few people have asked us questions about why we have the big silver patch on the side of the caravan.
Why do we? What happened?
We were driving up the Bruce Highway the other day and it flew off. And I have no idea how it flew off. But anyway, I've had a look and one screw was missing on the right-hand side, but the left-hand screw was still there. So I reckon what's happened is one of the screws has fallen out. It's grabbed the wing and just flung off as we're driving up the highway. Thankfully, a fellow motorist came up and told me that it was, he saw it come off, but it was too late for us to turn back and go away and get it. So anyway, warranty claim into Marvel, let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, so that's the reason why you see the gaffer tape all over the side of the van. You probably will for a few more weeks yet. Yeah, let's end the episode here.
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content that we're dishing out every week now.
Subscribing is free.
Yeah, and I tell you what, yeah, I'm just going to say it one more time. Notch Point is the best free camp in Queensland.
It's the best we've seen so far.
No.
Let's see if we can find anything better.
We'll try, but it's the best. Okay, see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Lots of dolphins.
Yeah, we've had lots of dolphins. I'd like to. Yeah, we've had lots of dolphins. I'd like to see Nigger look in the mouth of a great white.
No.
One day.
No.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Well, if that wasn't enough to convince you, when you come down here, you can stay for 7 days in any 21-day period.
Yes.
You've got to be self-contained.
Yep.
And you've got to bring enough beer to last you the 7 days.
The important things.
It is. Hey, you only get the red hot tips here.